Welcome back to Math Defined. I'm Mrs. C, and today we're going to explore graphs of proportional relationships. We'll be using tables and graphs to determine whether x and y are proportional. Let's start by graphing the points from the table. To make it easier, I'll write the ordered pairs below the table first. Now let's plot these points on the graph, starting with the origin at 0, 0, then 2, 2, 4, 4, and finally 6, 6. Then we'll connect the points with a straight line. Do you see how this line passes through the origin at 0, 0? This means that x and y are proportional. If the line passes through the origin, x and y are proportional. Let's try another example, but this time x and y will not be proportional. Let's see what this looks like on a graph. First, we'll graph the ordered pairs from the table. 0, -2, 1, 1, 2, 4, and 3, 7. Then we'll draw a straight line connecting the points. If the line passes through the origin, then x and y are proportional. And as you can see, it does not. So x and y are not proportional. Now let's look at a graph that shows the amount of time in minutes that a robotic vacuum takes to clean an area in square feet. Are x and y proportional? Yes, the line passes through the origin. We can use a point on the graph to find the unit rate, or the amount of square feet vacuumed in 1 minute. We can see on the graph that in 1 minute, the robot can vacuum 16 square feet, so the unit rate is 16 square feet per minute. Let's say that we want to know how many square feet the robot could vacuum in 10 minutes. We can write an equation for this line to find out. An equation for a line that passes through the origin is y equals kx, where k is a number but not 0. The k is called the constant of proportionality, and you can find it in the unit rate, 16 square feet per minute. 16 is the constant of proportionality, so k equals 16. Now we can substitute it back into the equation y equals kx, where y is the area in square feet, k is 16, and x is the time in minutes. Since we want to know how many square feet can be vacuumed in 10 minutes, the equation will be y equals 16 times 10. 16 times 10 is 160, so y equals 160 square feet. The robotic vacuum cleans 160 square feet in 10 minutes. Now let's analyze a graph that represents the height of a hot air balloon over time. Are x and y proportional? The straight line passes through the origin, so yes, x and y are proportional. Let's use a point on the graph to find the unit rate. We can use the point located at 1, 5. The unit rate is 5 feet per second. Now let's write an equation for the line. Since the line passes through the origin on the graph, an equation for the line is y equals kx, where k is equal to 5. So the equation for this line is y equals 5x. How many feet in the air is the balloon in 30 seconds? We'll use the equation y equals 5x to find out. We'll substitute 30 in place of x. Multiplying 5 times 30 is 150, so y equals 150 feet. The balloon is 150 feet in the air in 30 seconds. This graph shows the cost of buying concert tickets. Tell whether x and y are proportional. If so, find and interpret the constant of proportionality. Then find the cost of 14 tickets. First, we need to determine whether x and y are proportional. The line passes through the origin, so yes, x and y are proportional. Now let's find the constant of proportionality, or k. On the previous graphs, we were able to find the ordered pair that represented the unit rate, allowing us to easily identify the constant of proportionality. But on this graph, we don't see one representing the cost of just one ticket. So instead, we'll need to use the ratio y over x to find the value of k, or the unit rate. We can use any ordered pair from the graph. I like small numbers, so I'm choosing the point 2, 26, which means 2 tickets cost $26. We want to know how much it costs for 1 ticket, so we'll substitute 26 for y and 2 for x. 26 divided by 2 is 13, so k is 13, and the unit rate is $13 per ticket. Now to find the cost of 14 tickets, we'll use the equation for the line y equals kx. We'll substitute $13 in place of k and 14 in place of x, or the number of tickets. 13 times 14 is 182, so 14 tickets cost $182. So remember, graphs that show proportional relationships have a straight line that passes through the origin. The ratio y over x is used to find k, or the constant of proportionality, and the equation used to represent the line for this type of graph is y equals kx. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you out. Until next time, keep math awesome.